everyone from our emerging educators in 500. I hope that you are doing well and had a great weekend. I kind of wanted to bring to you some technology because I'm missing interaction face to face with my students. So I wanted to touch base with you to see how you're making out with your online studies, as well as to kind of give you some feedback. I've had the opportunity of having a couple of your classmates come by my office to ask me questions or to just confirm some concerns that they might have had about the requirements that are due. Today is Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to reading concept maps today and tomorrow. So I'll look at those concept maps today into tomorrow. You probably can expect to have a grade for those on Thursday. In addition, really make sure that you're going through and checking the Moodle site regularly. I know that it's had some difficulties. It's been up, it's been down. But I have opened up quite a few sections, and those sections have really great resources, particularly as it relates to research. Also, I wanted to post a video about philosophies of education. I think I will wait and post that video tomorrow. If nothing else, this video will be just a video as a checkpoint to make sure that you are following right along. Today also, actually yesterday, the news forum opened up. That news forum is due tomorrow. So again, today I'm going to be looking at concept maps. The concept maps should be uploaded to the Dropbox for that says practicum, or excuse me, that says reflections. So that should be uploaded to that Dropbox. That's where I plan on looking at it. And then also tomorrow, into today, tomorrow at the very latest, the news forum on the type of students that we have in our classroom. What are those students? What are today's students? Not just diversity as far as culture, but I'm sure you're learning about diversity as far as educational level and instructional level, as far as emotional needs. Really be reflective in that. I've seen some great responses. Now keep in mind that I have the news forum set to open on a certain day and to close on a certain day. So if you have not posted your response for the news forum, you want to make sure that you get that in a timely manner. So also, you should be working on your research projects now. You should have had the opportunity, hopefully, to meet face-to-face or virtually with your partner for the research project. That research project, I'm really excited about it because it's something that you would really use in a classroom environment. You are actually going to take a look at a case scenario, and that's the fun part, researching all the different case scenarios that could be applicable to a particular theory. So you're going to take a look at a case scenario, as I've mentioned to several of your classmates who've come in, or a couple who've popped in to visit me. I would research my case scenario, have that discussion with my partner. If you would like to copy and paste that case scenario, you certainly can. But then I'm also looking for you to synthesize that case scenario, write a summary of that case scenario underneath of that. After that, I would then also take a look at the different types of learning theories, the learning theory that would best meet that case scenario. Followed by what would be a recommended instructional plan for that student. You're not necessarily creating a lesson plan. Perhaps that student needs more direct instruction. Perhaps that student would need suggested differentiated instruction. Perhaps they would need the usage of more manipulatives. Make that recommendation as an emerging professional, or as it relates to education. Make that recommendation. With that said, don't overcomplicate the process. Also, you may have an idea of a learning game that you would suggest for that student in your case scenario, your case study, that would be helpful. So at the same time, your research project is due on Friday, but on Saturday is also your independent activity that is a presentation, could be, or it's a presentation. I mentioned it being a newsletter, a one-sheet newsletter that has information about the learning theory game as well as information about the different theories. So I would keep that easy and something that maybe you could even hand out to a parent. Okay, so the first part of the research project, you're working cooperatively with your partner. Now, your summary, your case scenario is going to be the same. Your summary could possibly be the same, but your recommended instructional plan will likely be different. Second, while you're working on that, also you want to be working on that one sheet handout activity for that learning theory game as well. Let's recap. Today is Tuesday. I'm hoping that as soon as I look into that, let's see, can you see it? As soon as I look into the Moodle Dropbox, which I've already seen, that I will find your concept maps. Looking forward to looking at those today and tomorrow. Thursday, you can start to expect to receive some feedback from me. Today into tomorrow, you should be completing your news form. Remember that news form is going to close, so you want to use your time wisely. And remember, the news form is weighted between 3 assignments, but it's still important that you not only post to the news forum, but that you also respond to one of your classmates. At the same time, do your leisurely reading and look for some case scenarios, some case studies with your partner that you're assigned to complete that activity that involves a case study, that also involves a summary of that case study, as well as information about the learning theory and a recommended instructional plan. Also, don't forget the instructional plan or the instructional activity or board game or game of some sort that would best meet the needs of that student. Hoping you're enjoying your online class. I realize that there have been some challenges, but you will all be fine, I assure you. Take a deep breath. We will all get through this together. I've received a lot of feedback about Moodle. We're doing the best that we can about that. I don't have any control over Moodle. I will kind of ease up on opening up too much to you too soon, but I will start to also open up the next week of activities so that you are prepared for that. Look for a video tomorrow, which is going to be on the philosophy of education and why we have philosophies of education, the value of philosophies of education, the fact that philosophies of education are ongoing. We develop a philosophy in education when we are in practice mode, but then we also, year after year, strengthen that philosophy of education. The philosophy of education that I developed when I first became a teacher is not the same philosophy of education I have now because it's always evolving. So look for that video tomorrow. I hope and trust that you are doing well. Hang in there, and when in doubt, take a deep breath, read the directions, make sure that you understand everything that's going on, and you certainly can contact me by email. Have a great day.